You're standing on a glass floor, 103 stories up, and you can see straight down through your own shoes to the street below. Your legs start shaking, your palms go cold, your brain is screaming at you to step back, even though a steel-reinforced platform is holding your entire body weight. And right when your knee finally buckles, we're going to leave you there for a second. Because what's actually happening inside your body in that exact moment is stranger than the height itself. Let's come back to that. You assume this fear is just about falling. It isn't, not entirely. In the 1960s, researchers Eleanor Gibson and Richard Walk built something called a visual cliff, a checkerboard pattern under solid glass on one half and the same pattern several feet lower on the other half, creating the illusion of a sudden drop. Human infants, some barely old enough to crawl, refused to cross onto the deep side, even though the glass was perfectly solid the whole time. This fear isn't something you learned, it's something you were born with. So why does a grown adult standing on a perfectly safe glass floor still feel like their legs are going to give out? Here's where it gets interesting. Researchers studying what's called visual height intolerance have found that your fear isn't really about the drop at all. It's about your eyes and your inner ear disagreeing with each other. Your vestibular system, the balance sensor inside your inner ear, constantly cross-checks what your eyes are seeing against tiny shifts in your body's position. At height, especially on a glass floor with nothing but empty space below, your eyes send back almost no useful depth information. Your brain panics, not because you're actually falling, but because two of its most trusted systems suddenly stop agreeing with each other. This mismatch has a name. Researchers call it postural instability, and it explains something strange. Studies have found that even experienced climbers sway measurably more when standing near a visible drop, even when they're clipped into secure harnesses. Their bodies know they're safe, their balance system doesn't fully believe it. Now, think about why this fear made sense for your ancestors. A hominin standing at the edge of a cliff tens of thousands of years ago had every reason to feel unstable there. Falls were genuinely fatal, and there were no railings, no glass floors, no steel-reinforced platforms to trust. Evolution didn't build you a fear of height, it built you a fear of falling, and then never updated the alarm system for buildings that came millions of years later. So when you're standing on that glass floor today, your ancient balance system doesn't know the difference between a real 1,000-foot cliff and an engineered platform rated for 10 times your body weight. It just knows your eyes can't find the ground, and that used to mean one thing only. Which brings us back to that moment we left you in. Your knee buckles. Not because the floor is failing, because somewhere behind your eyes, a system older than language is running an emergency protocol built for a world that mostly no longer exists. You grab the railing, your heart rate spikes, and for 1 second you are standing exactly where your ancestors would have been terrified to stand too, just with slightly better engineering underneath you. So the next time your legs shake on a balcony, an escalator, or a glass floor, you're not being irrational. You're running code that kept an entire species alive long enough for you to exist. If this gave you a new way to see your own body, that's exactly what this channel is here for. One hidden glitch explained every single time. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and tell me in the comments, would your knees survive that glass floor?